Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly. This is for the collective, really this is for anyone who stumbles upon it. So thank you for being here. We're getting started here on this channel, and so I'm excited to have you. My name is Elena, and again, this message is for anyone who stumbles upon it. And even though it's dated, it really applies, again, whenever you stumble upon it. So thank you. I have already pre-shuffled these cards. But you know, we all like to see the shuffle, right? I hope the audio is okay. I hope you can all hear me well. The lighting is a little wonky. I'm getting started with this channel, so I'm fixing all the glitches as we go along. I'm going to be using two tarot decks today. I'm going to be using Ember and Aura, a beautiful deck, and the Light Seers deck. I have a lot of favorite decks at the moment, and honestly, it was very difficult to choose. Part of me just wanted to do a simple Rider-Waite, and then I thought, no, it's my first weekly on YouTube. I gotta get some color and diversity, right? Which is why I really truly love the Light Seers deck, because I feel that a lot of us really see ourselves identified in that deck. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy. This is for all signs, and it's for this week. I totally forgot what week we're speaking of, but I will make sure to put it in the description. I apologize. All right, guys. Okay, Spirit. And the question is, for those watching this video and this read, what does Spirit want you to focus on this week? So the question is, what does Spirit want you to focus on this week? Okay, let's see. I usually don't take more than 3 cards for this read, and 3 cards came out. So yeah, I'm going to take these. Feels meant. So I will start with these, and if we need to pull some clarifiers, we'll do that. Okay, don't worry, I'll show them to you in just a bit. Okay, so we have, the first card we have here is the 7 of Wands. I hope you can see that. And we have the Queen of Swords. And we have the 4 of Swords. So already, right out of the gate, I'm getting the sense here that there are quite a few of you watching here who are really feeling the need to pull away a little bit from the world in general. And a lot of us are feeling this way, right? This last week was intense with everything going on media, politics, corona cases still raising or on the rise. There's so much going on in the world right now. So it makes sense that we are at that place where we need to just sort of isolate, right? And get away. Traditionally, the 7 of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck shows a man, you know, with his wand against the other wands coming at him in a very defensive mode. What I really love and enjoy about this particular card here is that, yes, there is this little sense and feeling of, listen, give me a sec, let me just be in my space. But it's not defensive in the way that we see it in the Rider-Waite deck. It's more protective, like a defensive protective, if that makes sense. Or taking action. And again, wands are action, right? It's an action card. So you are taking the action necessary and whatever means and whatever that means for you to pull away a little bit from the chaos. And this doesn't necessarily have to be worldly or political chaos. This can be within your workplace. It can be in the home environment where you might be feeling like maybe there's a lot of energy coming at you, either people, gossip, information, and you just need to chill out. And so what's lovely about this card is that that's exactly what she's doing. So instead of taking the wand in a defensive stance like the original Rider-Waite does, she is basically saying, nope, I don't have time for you. I'm just going to meditate. I'm going to be in my higher power and my high vibration. I just don't have time for it. I don't have time for those wands coming at me. And I am so powerful and self-empowered that I have the resources and all that I need within me to protect myself and take care of myself, right? And that's truly beautiful, because what I'm getting is that, yes, I'm not saying that there wasn't maybe initially a defensive stance that you had to take, but you're now at the place, or you're getting to, or you will get to this week, the place where that defensiveness, or that maybe chip on your shoulder that you might have had, or maybe the chip on the shoulder that other people have had towards you, will, lessen a bit. And instead, the higher vibration of that defensiveness will come in, which is more of a protective stance. It's more of a, my soul, my vibration can't take this right now. So I'm going to go chill. I'm going to go meditate. I'm going to go retreat somewhere. I just heard very loud and clear that there are a few of you here wanting to retreat. Literally remove yourself physically, go rent an Airbnb somewhere, go somewhere with a beautiful view, and literally stay away from the people you're usually around. And this could be family members. This can be coworkers. You might be thinking about taking some time off from work too. And I'm telling you, this is, if it's coming up in what spirit wants you to focus on, mostly this week, that's spirit is saying, yes, take that time out. But take that time out in a constructive manner, right? Take that time out, not just to run away, or excuse me, not to run away. Rather, instead of using that time to run away, utilizing that time to feel yourself and give yourself whatever it is you need. And I know that's difficult for a lot of you who care for little ones, for a lot of you who I am coming across a lot of people who are reaching out to me, friends, family, who I've done readings for more recently. A lot of people are caring for elderly parents. Now, I don't know if that's just my circle, especially Cancerians. Cancers right now, and I know this is not specific to any signs, but there are a lot of Cancerians caring for elderly parents at the moment. And so, and this is just in general, I think we are needing to care for the more vulnerable in a way that we've never done before. And because the world in general is more sensitive, and it needs those of us who are spiritually strong, or who have been. And that's not to say that the spiritually strong don't get knocked out, because like I was just knocked out a week ago. Okay. Like it ebbs and flows, right? Like this is part of our work. It's part of the practice. But I do see that you need to take some time out in whatever way that you can. And even while you're caring for your elderly parents or neighbors or children or spouse, whatever your situation is, it's going to be different for all of you. Of course, it's a general reading, but whatever that is for you, even if it means going to the room next door, even if it means, getting in your car, if you're in a situation where you just can't get away. I just saw this very, very vividly, that some of you just need to get into your car. Really, if it's go right outside your home, go into your car, blast your music, or pump up the AC. I don't know where you live, but where I live, it's so warm. It's really like almost like over 100 degrees here. But, and yes, I know I'm wearing all black and a long sleeve, but that's another story. So wherever you are, you may just need to do that. Go in your car, take some time out, and do a little prayer, meditation, or just listen to some jams that you really love and enjoy, and just feed your soul. Okay, so that's number one. So that's the first card. Then we have the Queen of Swords. So there is a need. I'm getting a huge indication of boundaries here. So you first start off with this card, which is traditionally the defensive card, or defense mode card, right? Like making sure that you keep all that's not in your best interest away from you, removing yourself from situations that are not in the best interest for you. And the Queen of Swords is about making your mean what you say and say what you mean clear, right? Like really speaking up for what it is that you need, whatever your truth is. But I'm also getting that this is about speaking up for others who are not able to speak up for themselves. So if you are in that power position, if you're in a position of authority, whether you're a nurse taking care of the elderly in a convalescent home, and that's coming in very strongly. If you know that something's not right, speak up, speak your truth, and know that yes, it's a risk, but and you know who I'm talking to here. This could be anything. You can be a teacher, you can be a CFO, you can be an assistant, you can be a housekeeper, whatever it is. If there is something that you see that is not right, that someone else needs your help, needs you to be the voice, speak up and know that spirit's got your back here, right? So I'm getting, but the speaking up is also pertaining to you. So with these two paired, it's about boundaries, not just energetic, spatial boundaries, but also the words, how you communicate, and sometimes setting situations straight with our communication, right? And this can be written, it can be verbal, it can be even what we don't say is a form of communication, right? So in some situations, it's going to be about not speaking up. You'll know what's the best thing for you. Or maybe not speaking up, but it's more about letting the dust settle, taking your time, being pensive. You see, in this card, even though it's Queen of Swords is a very defined, this energy, male, female, doesn't matter. This is not gender specific, right? This is an energy, this individual here in this card is very clear, and you can see it by the way this individual is sitting and very pensive in their thoughts, but clear, right? So sometimes the form of communication that's the strongest is silence, right? Yes, I know the Swords is more about speaking, writing it out, but it's also about what we don't say. And sometimes what we don't say, what we don't do, can be more powerful than what we do say, right? And this is definitely about boundaries. And then we end your reading here with the Four of Swords. And, the Four of Swords is all about rest. And it's not just any rest. It's a rest from communication, because remember, Swords rules our mind, our writing, our verbal skills, all of that. And so if you're getting the rest card in the Swords suit, then this is all about resting your words, or maybe toning down your words and how you communicate them, or removing yourself, resting, right? Removing yourself from situations where words are harsh, where communication is maybe not respectful. Some of you need to remove yourself from an environment that's very toxic, maybe verbally abusive, and that's your work this week. Yeah, so to recap, really be clear about your boundaries, communicate your boundaries. And even if you don't use your words, you can communicate with your silence. Be firm about what it is that you stand for. And Spirit's got your back on that. Rest and take some time out from people and environments that are toxic for you. And also literally rest, like really take a time out, go on a retreat, get away for a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting a strong emphasis here on going away to be with self. All the cards that you got here are one individual, right? In each card. So I really think that, yeah, and see this Four of Swords, what's so special about this particular Four of Swords, which I've never seen in any other deck, is this little heart. And you see there's a heart, and you probably can't see it because of the distance. I apologize. I'll get all the glitches fixed as I get used to this environment of YouTubing. But in terms of the heart here, you have the string of the heart attached and coming back to this individual, right? So there's something heavy emotionally that's lingering, right? That you're maybe having to navigate and figure out what to do with this week. So this is a pretty, I think, bottom line, what Spirit wants you to focus on is your boundaries, getting clear about them, communicating it or not communicating them, verbally or non-verbally. Get a lot of rest, go retreat, get away, do something this week that is for you. Figure out a way, even those of you who are very heavily involved in caretaking for someone else or caretaking another, figure out a way to carve out some time for yourself. Find yourself a little space somewhere. Create something sacred, a little cocoon for yourself. Maybe set the alarm on your clock to wake up in the middle of the night when everyone's asleep that you're caring for, to go away. Maybe go outside, take a breather, and yeah, make room for yourself. You have all the resources you need this week, and you are guided, you are protected, you are taken care of, and you're awesome. And thank you so much. Again, my name is Elena. I am excited to be here and do these weeklies for you, and I hope this was helpful. Above all, I hope it at least helps one person navigate this week. Okay, thank you, and have a wonderful week. Bye.